Today's video totally unplanned. I didn't plan to talk about this topic, but today I'm here to share my horror story of storing my handbags wrongly. Please guys, stay with me. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Oksana. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. I wish if it's a happy video, but unfortunately it's not. It's not something like, life altering, life changing or anything like that, but it's definitely devastating. And I know that at the end of the day, it's totally my fault, not because of the products that I was used, but it was me who didn't pay close attention, when I was storing my handbags. And the reasons that I kind of decided to check on all my handbags, and specifically inside of my handbags, it's after I watched Cat L and Fashionably Amy latest show, when they invite somebody truly knowledgeable about the storage and kind of taking care of the handbags. That person is from Singapore. I believe she's only available on Instagram. In any case, I'm gonna put all the information down in the description box. Clearly I'm gonna mention Cat L, Fashionably Amy, and the person from Singapore. I think her name is Jane, or sorry, my deepest apology if I mess up the name, my deepest apology. But in any case, I put the information below because I was clearly concentrated only on the information, and oh my goodness, the information was extremely useful. But before I proceed, crying out for you guys, if you're into luxury, if you're into handbags specifically, please consider subscribing to my channel, because I'm absolutely positive that you're gonna find some useful information on my channel. Like, for example, what I'm doing today right now, I'm sharing my really not the bestest experience with storing my handbags. And I'm gonna start from one of my favorite handbags in my collection. Very hard to get handbag. It's Chanel 19, and it's none than other but Chanel 19 from 21P collection, that unique and beautiful caramel color that has kind of bit of pinkish undertone. Let me just remove the papers so the rustling goes away. And I was horrified when I checked on my handbag, and mostly because I like the way you see it. I always keep it kind of wrapped with my felt that comes originally from Chanel, and I also wrap a little bit of the top chains, that it's not gonna be leaving any marks or anything. And that's what I was worried about. I was worried maybe because of the color transfer or anything like that, so I was extremely cautious. I never thought that I actually gonna have a problem inside, and not because I thought I was doing something wrong. Actually, I thought I doing something good to protect my handbags, because originally Chanel 19 is very soft and squishy. So I got these base shapers for both of my handbags, and they are actually very good. Nothing problem with these base shapers. They are very soft, leaving no marks or anything on the handbag, give nice base and support. So when I'm storing, because the chains and everything is heavy, they kind of give the shape for the handbag. And clearly the bottom of the handbag also on the inside is very clean. What I didn't realize, and I will try to, I'm most likely gonna also insert the pictures of both the marks leaving on the base shaper and the picture of the what it's called, the authenticity label, because there is authenticity card, but there is also authenticity tag or label on the inside of the handbag. And see how clean and beautiful the handbag inside. It's absolutely brand new, because I'm truly taking care of my handbags. But see what I did wrongly when I'm putting this base shaper inside of my handbag, because it has this kind of corners like that. See, this kind of corners like that, and it's exactly on the level of the, let me actually pull out, it's exactly on the level of this authenticity tag. And what I should have been done, kind of putting this tag away with all the numbers. I actually shouldn't show the numbers. Putting tag away with all the numbers kind of on the inside. But what I did, I left this tag on outside, and pretty much my base shaper kind of touching that tag with all the numbers and Chanel information. And because it's been a really long time sitting like that on my shelf, so I guess the glue from that tag start melting, and clearly it was melting to the base shaper, and when I was removing, it's also removing part of the authenticity tag. Luckily it didn't remove any numbers, but on that tag there was numbers and 2 side strips of the Chanel, saying Chanel, whatever logo over there. So on one side it was still okay, and on another one it kind of completely pulled out. So, you know, when I was listening how we should take care of our handbags, removing all the plastics, etc., so I was kind of like, you know, right away removing all the plastics from this handbag, clearly removing the base shaper, and now frankly I don't know what to do. On the other hand, like they were saying also not to use any bag organizers, but in some of my other handbags I was using Zumoni bag organizers, and my other bag organizer from Samorga and other brand. I have all the information in the description box. And you know, none of the bag organizers give me any grief except for these base shapers, but because I guess they are so snug inside the handbag, and as I said, because it was specifically pressing on that authenticity label. I would say with the new handbag, when you don't have that authenticity label, and when your tag is right there, you know, the new authenticity tag from Chanel, you're gonna have absolutely no problem. And as I said, problem not with these base shapers, but the way I put them inside, I didn't pay attention to that tag. So it was clearly my fault. I'm not saying by no ways that this is not a good product, because I'm using and I'm standing by it. It really gives nice shape for Chanel 19, and it also keeps the bottom of the handbag clean and everything. It just myself applying this product in the wrong way for my handbag. Nevertheless, extremely devastated, not much else to say. So this is my handbag number 1. It's my Chanel 19. Sadly, the second one is my second Chanel 19 handbag. In this handbag, pretty much the same story with this base shaper. Anything different, with the exceptions that on the black handbag, it just kind of, because once again the glue is melted, the authenticity tags start kind of like peeling off, almost like kind of rolling off, and it's all sticky and gluey. By the way, guys, if any of you know how to maybe protect these authenticity tags on the older style, you know, authenticity cards and the tags inside of the handbags, please put your comments below. Are you wrapping with something? Because right now, as I said, both of these tags, they're kind of little bit of sticky, and I cannot even try to clean them, because if I will try to clean them, I will clearly gonna wipe away the numbers, you know, actually authenticity numbers. So my handbag number 2 that had a little bit of problem, it's the second Chanel 19 handbags. In fact, both of these handbags, they are one of my favorite styles, apart from my fashion therapy, which is a seasonal handbag. I love that handbag so very much, but it's also somewhat has similar features to Chanel 19. Love this handbag so very, very much. I mean, like, if I would have been planning to sell any of this handbag, I would be like, oh my gosh, you know, it may affect my resale value, etc. But because I don't plan to sell these handbags, I'm not upset of the value. I'm just upset with myself not using a nice product in a proper way, let's put it this way, and I actually create this problem to myself. So, and once again, the reason I'm doing this video is that, you know, guys, if you haven't checked your handbags for a while, please, please, please check your handbag, because we mostly checking them on outside, like, you know, just to make sure that there is no scratches or anything, and somehow we always forget of checking on the inside. But you never know, sometimes it's the tiniest problems that it's not so visible at first, actually could create this tragic outcome, let's put it this way. So the second handbag, it's my second Chanel 19 that I found that I actually have some problem with wrongly storing my handbags. So third problem with wrongly storing my handbag, it's my Hermes de Cavalleria handbag, and I absolutely love this handbag. I know that this handbag has a kind of almost you know, divided group of people. Some people love it and some people absolutely hate it. I'm the type of the person who actually love this handbag very, very much. And in fact, if I would say, as per today, this is my number 1 most used handbag from Hermes, because as I said, the moment I got this handbag, I loved it so very much and use it really heavily. I think maybe it's also because of the color of this handbag. I have nice sandals for summer, and I have several different boots that could go nicely with this handbag. I also have absolutely beautiful jackets that could go with this handbag. I mean, there is a variety of using and this handbag in my collection. So it's one of the most used handbags from Hermes. I'm totally digress. So anyway, I always store with this original felt that it comes from Hermes. Quite often I store it just like upright position, but also quite often I store it just a flat like that, and I just leave this strap just like that. I'm not trying to roll it or change it in any way. I'm just sometimes even storing like on top. It may be not graciously looking, but it works for me quite well. And when I was inspecting also this handbag, I also noticed some tiny, almost like a microscopic scratches on Epsom leather. And believe it or not, I used one of my cleaners. Most likely I will put the picture over here. Very, very simple cleaner. It's supposed to be used for all the handbags, suedes, even fabric, and it's worked beautifully. I also cleaned it from the inside, no problem whatsoever. Really worked quite nicely. I have also a little bit of the wear on the hardware. I don't know if it's gonna focus, like little bit of the scratches on the hardware. I hope that it's focusing. I hope so. I hope that it's focusing right now on my face. But Anyway, the problem on this handbag turns out, like you see now I have this kind of fabric of Louis Vuitton pouch. See what's happening? By default you have this kind of like sharp corners over here. So when you you know, closing and opening and storing for a very long time, I start getting those kind of press marks on the inside. It's not the, say, the worst, like, you know, comparing to my Chanel 19 handbags when you have the authenticity compromised, but still I have those, like, you know, let me just show you, let me just make sure that it's in focus. You see those press marks? Yeah, that's exactly what I want to show you. You see those press marks, and it's exactly from these 2 points. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just kind of putting kind of like, you know, little bit of the fabric, just kind of almost like having a cushion between these 2 pieces of leather. So that's what I'm doing right now. So to this handbag, as I said, it's very small, not even damage, but because it's inevitable, but still could have been prevented, so it's not going to be as visible, but I ignore these things originally, so now I'm kind of trying to take care of it and hoping it's not gonna have more press marks on the inside. But with this handbag, it looks like those 2 points, you will eventually gonna get the press marks no matter what you're gonna do. And all my other handbags, thanks God, is okay. I want to show you also how I changed the storage of my Hermes handbags, because before I always stored them in the dust bag, because the dust bag of Hermes is very nice, and I usually buckle everything up. Right now I change my you know, where I store my handbag. So like you can see, it just sitting like that. This is just the ribbon, so you can see it just sitting very nicely on a pillow. I still have felt, but it's not buckled. You can see it's completely not buckled. And on the inside, you can see I put the flap inside of the bag. See, that's how I did. And once again, I still have the plastic on my Kelly, and I'm very strongly considering removing these plastics, like almost like every single day. And then every single day I'm saying, okay, I will do it tomorrow. Okay, I will do it tomorrow. Most likely when I'm gonna do it, I just gonna film it and show, because to me it's like, oh my gosh, peeling off stickers of any handbags, but peeling off stickers of Hermes handbag, it was like, what a joy, what a joy. So that's how I change the way I store my Hermes handbags right now. So it's all open, and the box is open like that. So it's totally breathable, and you know, everything is good. Also, once again, consider that when I'm talking about North America, and we don't have much humidity over here, because when they were saying about the Singapore and how you store your handbags in Singapore, I guess nobody's storing their handbags in the original Hermes boxes, because apparently that's what's happening with the boxes. They kind of like, you know, get all moldy and stuff. So we don't want that for sure. We don't want that for sure. So anyway, this is the sad, but I always say, you know, from any sad experience you also get knowledge, and you, at least I myself personally, will try to avoid these problems in the future. Once again, not saying that I'm gonna stop using those base shapers in my handbags, because I absolutely love them, but I will be more cautious the way I place those base shapers, to make sure that they're not touching the authenticity tag at all, because it was a disaster. It was a disaster what I did to my own handbag. That's about it. That's about it. It's really, really sad. Not much to say, not much to say. But as I said, it's only just the first couple of generations of Chanel 19 what's happening, because nowadays all Chanel handbags, they have a different tag. It's right on top, so clearly those base shapers will be perfect. You will have absolutely no problem. But if you're using your base shaper with handbags that has that authenticity tag at the bottom of the handbag, please, please, please be careful how you put in your base shaper to avoid this, you know, unpleasant experience that I had with my handbag. So that's about it for today. I hope that you enjoy learning something new from my personal experience. If you like the video, please don't forget to give me likes, share, subscribe, comment below if you have any kind of disaster stories like that. Hopefully you don't, but if you have, please share with us, share all your knowledge, because we definitely need it. So that's about it for today, and I will see you on my next one. Bye bye.